Shell poured over $6 billion into its expedition to find oil off Alaska, but once there it drilled one well, found it dry, and then abandoned the project. Shareholders know that this money must now be written off against profits. Shell's share price has fallen, but not by much. Investors are now interested in another big scheme that Shell has underway, an $85 billion bid to buy out rival energy company BG. It has working oil fields off the coast of Brazil, and it produces a great deal of liquefied natural gas, or LNG.
Shell's good at LNG and Shell's good at deep water, and those are BG's two main assets in its portfolio. It's got deep water in Brazil and it's got LNG in Australia, and those two things can see Shell grow, and Shell can be really good at it, and it's going to become the biggest LNG portfolio in the world after the deal closes.
But Shell has the same problem as every other oil company. The price of crude has slumped over the past year. That's because of the rise of hydraulic fracturing, or fracking, in the USA, which has pumped millions of extra barrels of oil a day onto world markets. The oil majors are now struggling to make their revenues meet their costs.
It's relatively easy to cut their exploration spending, and they're moving back from the frontiers. If everyone a few years ago was talking about the Arctic as an exciting new place to explore, now they're really retreating from there and going for the safer options, which are less expensive, of course.
Oil companies are under constant pressure to find new oil fields to replenish their reserves. But rather than explore for crude in the Arctic or deep underwater, Shell has decided it's simpler and cheaper to buy a rival which has already found it. Other oil supermajors may follow its lead. Jeremy Howell, BBC News.